Hi there, hope you're all doing well. I am painting up Surveyor Jim today from Tablehammer. The plan is to make Jim the leader of a soul-snatcher cult skirmish team. He was black and white zenithal primed, and I get started with the base using burnt red. I'm starting with the base as I want to do some dry brushing on there, and we'll probably just make a mess on the mini if I do that afterwards. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You can also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. Bringing up all the details on the base, I dry brushed on some rust orange from Two Thin Coats. With this colour out, I also base coated his uniform. I'm going for a prisoner theme on these guys, so it looks like they broke out of somewhere and are still wearing their jumpsuits. For the extra parts of clothing and armour, I used marine blue, just to look like they've stolen the guard's gear. I don't want the bike to do anything fancy, so I went with Doom Death Black over everything that won't be metallic. The leather parts and the base rim all get done with burnt umber. For the only part of exposed skin, I use Dwarven skin. Bringing up the casing on the bike, I started painting on some Death Reaper. I'm not going for a full neat and tidy coverage with this one though, as I just wouldn't expect prisoners to keep their gear neat and tidy. To get started with the highlights, I use British Khaki to bring up all of the edges and the flat areas on the leather parts. For the guards gear, I use Celestial Blue for all of those raised and flat areas. Wanted to make the jumpsuit stand out a bit more against the base, so I went over all of the raised areas and the larger flat areas with orange flare. Finishing the bike panels, I stippled on some Dungeon Stone Grey, aiming mostly towards the centre of the panel so it looks like the paint has been chipping away slowly. All the metal parts are now done with a once over of plate armour. To break up some of these silver parts, I went over the springs and the exhaust casing with hammer copper, just to add a bit of variation. I almost forgot the fuel cans on the back. These get base coated with light brown. I also use this as the base for the lights just to make it easier to paint on. To make the lights look like they are actually on, I used AK Interactive's yellow, as well as an edge highlight for the fuel cans just to bring them up a bit. Adding a wash to the Mini, I get started with dark tone wash over all of the bike and the weapon. To finish up, I used a light tone wash over all of his clothing and the base. And that will be it for Jim. He's a pretty simple mini to paint, but in a very good way. Like, you can clearly see what they're going for and what he's doing, but there's no excessive details for no apparent reason. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You can also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. As always, you can get a closer look at this mini on my Instagram page. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Most importantly though, be kind to each other.